Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of science where today we will study and discuss about Module 3 of chapter Nutrition in Plants. In the previous class of Module 2, students, we have gone through various activities to verify that carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll are all equally important and essential for the process of photosynthesis. In this module 3, we will study about heterotrophic mode of nutrition in plants. We will study about dependence of heterotrophic plants on other organisms for their food, and we will discuss types of heterotrophic plants, that are parasitic plants and saprophytic plants. We will discuss about those plants which are somewhere incapable of preparing their own food. What do you mean by heterotrophic plants? Those plants which cannot prepare their food and derive it from green plants or other animals are called heterotrophic plants. Their mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. These plants obtain their food from other sources either completely or partially, depending upon the deficiency in their body. Dependence of few plants on other organisms. Some plants are called heterotrophs because they depend on other plants or animals. Or we can say that these plants depend on others due to lack of some features in them, which are as follows. Some heterotrophic plants may be non-green, leafless, and without normal roots. They depend totally on others for their food. Some plants can be green but rootless. They are able to synthesize their own food by using chlorophyll, but for water and minerals, they depend on other sources. Some plants obtain their food from dead and decaying organic matter. And very interestingly, students, some plants are able to synthesize their food and can even obtain water and minerals with the help of their roots. But for some special nutrients like nitrogenous compounds, they obtain food from other sources such as by eating insects. So, based on the method of obtaining food, heterotrophic plants may be parasitic plants. So here in this module, we will discuss about parasites, that are parasitic plants, and another group called saprophytes, that are saprophytic plants. So what are parasitic plants? An organism that lives on other living plants or animals for its food is called a parasite. A plant or an animal that supports a parasite is called a host. Or you can say an organism from which the parasites obtain food is called a host. Parasites have special sucking roots called haustoria. To suck food from the body of the host, parasitic plants develop these special sucking roots called haustoria, which penetrate into the tissue of the root or stem of the host plant and suck food from them. Now, the parasitic plants can be a total parasite or a partial parasite. Total parasites are those plants which depend solely on the host plant for their food. The examples are Cuscuta and Rafflesia. Partial parasites are those parasites which make a part of their food themselves by photosynthesis but derive other components such as water, minerals, etc. from the host plants. Examples are mistletoe and sandalwood. Here we will discuss about some parasitic plants. Very common parasitic plant is Cuscuta, which is commonly called as dodder plant. In India, it is also called as amarbel or swarnalata. It is called amarbel since it never dies and swarnalata since it is golden yellow in color. Cuscuta being non-green, leafless and without normal roots obtain its entire food from the host plant by the help of hostoria. It is a total parasite. Another example of parasitic plant is Rafflesia. Again, it is a total parasite growing on the roots of host plant. The chlorophyll is totally absent in it. It is an interesting plant as it bears the largest flower in the world. Each flower measures nearly 50 to 100 centimeters in diameter and approximately weighs 8 to 10 kg. Another example is mistletoe. It makes its own food with the help of chlorophyll but sucks its liquid food from the stem of the host with the help of hostoria. Mistletoe is a partial parasite since it obtains only a part of its food from the host. And another example is sandalwood. Another mode of nutrition based on the method of obtaining food are saprophytes. These are non-green plants that obtain their food from dead and decaying plants and animals. Examples are fungi like molds and mushrooms and some soil bacteria. These organisms secrete digestive enzymes on the dead and decaying matter and first convert them into a simpler solution and then they absorb the nutrients from it. Fungus, which are saprophytes, have a specialized structure called mycelium, which helps in the secretion of digestive enzymes and absorbs simpler digested nutrients from the dead and decaying organic matter. Many saprophytic fungi are extremely beneficial as they break down the organic complex material into humus, minerals, and nutrients that can be utilized by the plants from the soil. With this, I end up module 3 and will join you soon with the next continued module. Thank you. Be safe, take care of yourself, and have a nice day.